The year was 2019. A small aircraft soared above the Brazilian Amazon, its mission to see what the jungle had hidden for centuries. The dense canopy below held secrets that had eluded explorers and scientists for generations. Using LiDAR, a technology that fires billions of laser pulses, researchers stripped away the dense canopy, digitally revealing the ground beneath. This advanced technology allowed them to see through the thick foliage, uncovering what lay hidden for millennia. What emerged was astonishing. Geometric patterns, straight lines, perfect circles, and immense squares, clear evidence of intelligent design. These shapes suggested a level of sophistication and planning that was previously unimaginable. The screen showed not just a city, but a vast network of settlements, connected by raised causeways stretching for miles. This network indicated a complex and interconnected society, thriving in the heart of the jungle. Canals, reservoirs, and earthen mounds hinted at ceremonial pyramids and advanced water management. These structures demonstrated a deep understanding of engineering and environmental control. The scale was staggering, suggesting a population and sophistication far beyond what history had credited to the region. It was a revelation that challenged long-held beliefs about the Amazon and its inhabitants. The Amazon, long thought a pristine wilderness, was in fact a landscape shaped by human hands. This discovery redefined our understanding of the region's history and its ecological past. Who were these people? How did they thrive in such a challenging environment? And why did they vanish so completely? These questions sparked a new wave of curiosity and research. The jungle had reclaimed their world so thoroughly that only faint whispers remained in local myths. These stories, passed down through generations, hinted at a once great civilization. LiDAR had given us a glimpse into a lost world, and a profound enigma. The technology opened a window into the past, revealing a civilization that had been hidden for centuries. We had found the ruins, but the builders were shadows, their story erased by time. The remnants of their society were all that was left to tell their tale. The implications were unsettling. Our history books had missed an entire civilization. This oversight called for a re-evaluation of what we thought we knew about human history. The Amazon's secrets were no longer just legend. They were data, waiting to be understood. This data held the key to unlocking the mysteries of a forgotten people. This discovery was not just about the past. It challenged everything we thought we knew about human achievement. It suggested that ancient civilizations were far more advanced than previously believed. The forest had given up its secrets, but the real mystery was only beginning. Each new discovery raised more questions than answers. Humanity had stumbled upon a forgotten chapter, one that demanded to be read. This chapter held the potential to reshape our understanding of history and human potential. The LiDAR images revealed monumental earthworks, vast circular ditches, squared platforms aligned with the cardinal directions, and straight causeways cutting through jungle and swamp. These were not the works of a simple society. They showed mastery of geometry, engineering, and land management. The road system alone, with its raised, straight causeways, defied conventional explanation. Canals and reservoirs pointed to advanced water control, while large earthen mounds, possibly ceremonial pyramids, hinted at a sacred landscape. The structure's precise alignment suggests astronomical knowledge, a trait of advanced ancient cultures worldwide. Yet, there are no clear precursors in the Amazon's archaeological record. This civilization seems to appear fully formed. Local tribes have no tradition of such monumental building, suggesting a lost parent culture. We are left with the ruins of a kingdom without a name, its achievements swallowed by the jungle. The Amazon's lost civilization remains a riddle, its origins and fate unknown. For years I've argued that a lost, advanced civilization once flourished on Earth, long before Egypt or Mesopotamia. This was a global, seafaring culture with knowledge of science, architecture, and astronomy, thriving during the Ice Age. The Amazonian ruins, I believe, are a key piece of this puzzle, a fingerprint of that forgotten world. Their engineering scale and astronomical alignments match hallmarks of this lost civilization. Mainstream academia dismisses such ideas as pseudo-archaeology, clinging to a linear view of history. But what if the world's myths, of golden ages, wise gods, and cataclysms, are fragmented memories of real events? The Amazon is not an anomaly, it's part of a global pattern of unexplained ancient wonders. When you connect the dots, a lost chapter of humanity emerges, one we are only now beginning to rediscover. The evidence is mounting, and the story is far from over. If such a civilization existed, what destroyed it? What could have been so catastrophic to wipe out an entire society? The answer may lie in the sky, in the cosmos above us. Around 12,800 years ago, a global cataclysm struck, the Younger Dryas event, a sudden and severe climatic shift. Geologists have found a black mat in the soil, filled with materials formed by extreme heat and pressure. Evidence of a cosmic impact, possibly from a comet or asteroid. The theory suggests that fragments of a comet slammed into the North American ice sheet, triggering earthquakes, supervolcanoes, and massive floods, reshaping the landscape. Sea levels rose suddenly, drowning coastlines and shattering inland societies, leaving devastation in their wake. This was an apocalypse, not a gradual change, enough to erase any civilization, no matter how advanced or resilient. The timeline matches the extinction of Ice Age megafauna and the end of the Clovis culture, a significant turning point in history. Survivors were scattered, their knowledge lost, and their stories became the myths of floods and fire found worldwide, passed down through generations. The Amazonian ruins are relics of that pre-cataclysm world. The legends are its echo, whispering to us from the past. The past was obliterated, but traces remain for us to find, waiting to be uncovered and understood. The Amazon isn't the only place with evidence of a lost chapter in history. Across the globe, mysterious sites hint at civilizations far older and more advanced than we once believed. Göbekli Tepe in Turkey, built over 11,000 years ago, features massive stone pillars and intricate carvings, far older and more advanced than expected for supposed hunter-gatherers. Its construction challenges everything we thought we knew about the origins of civilization, suggesting a level of organization and skill that shouldn't have existed at the time. It makes sense only if seen as the work of survivors from a lost world, preserving knowledge after catastrophe. Perhaps these builders were passing down memories and skills from a vanished society, determined to keep their legacy alive. Some carvings may even record the comet impact that ended their civilization. These images could be ancient warnings, stories carved in stone to remember a world-changing event. Underwater we find more clues, like the Yonaguni Monument off Japan, and sunken cities in India's Gulf of Khambat, both submerged since the end of the last ice age. These ruins suggest that entire cultures were lost beneath the waves as sea levels rose. These sites, with their gridded streets and monumental structures, were drowned by rising seas. Their existence points to a time when coastlines looked very different, and thriving communities lived where there is now only ocean. All over the world, submerged ruins tell the same story: coastal settlements lost to cataclysmic floods. The evidence is not isolated, but part of a global pattern of destruction and survival. The pattern is clear: advanced architecture, astronomical knowledge, and a shared trauma of disaster. These ancient people were not just survivors, but astronomers, engineers, and storytellers. This is not coincidence. It's the global fingerprint of a forgotten epic. The same echoes of catastrophe and ingenuity appear on every continent. The evidence is scattered, but the story is becoming visible. Piece by piece, we are uncovering the traces of a world that once was, hidden beneath earth, jungle, and sea. Our history is deeper and stranger than we ever imagined. The more we discover, the more we realize how much remains unknown, waiting to be revealed. The physical evidence is compelling, but so are the myths of the Amazon's indigenous peoples. Their stories speak of ancestors taught by mysterious sky people, beings who brought knowledge of agriculture, medicine, and law. These visitors are described as tall, pale, and bearded, unlike local populations. Many legends tell of a great fire from the sky, followed by a flood that destroyed a former world. These tales echo the scientific evidence of cosmic impact and cataclysm. Similar myths appear across the Americas and the world, civilizing heroes, floods, and lost knowledge. To dismiss these stories as fantasy is to ignore a vital piece of the puzzle. The myths may be living records of the same events that shaped the ruins and the land. Why does mainstream academia resist these ideas despite mounting evidence? The established timeline of civilization is a deeply entrenched dogma taught for generations. Challenging it threatens careers, reputations, and the very foundations of archaeology. Revolutionary ideas are often dismissed, and research that doesn't fit the narrative struggles for funding or publication. The peer review system, meant to ensure quality, can act as a gatekeeper against radical change. This isn't a conspiracy, it's institutional inertia. Defenders of orthodoxy see themselves as upholding scientific rigor, but often ignore inconvenient evidence. They attack the messenger, not the message, and dismiss anomalies as local oddities. Myths, geology, and underwater ruins are ignored because they threaten the simple story of the past, but the cracks in the old narrative are growing. Despite resistance, the old historical narrative is beginning to crumble. LiDAR is revealing lost cities and jungles worldwide, from the Amazon to Cambodia. Each discovery adds weight to the idea of a forgotten epic of human achievement. The Younger Dryas impact theory is gaining acceptance, forcing a re-evaluation of prehistory. Sites like Göbekli Tepe have already rewritten the timeline, proving complex societies existed far earlier than believed. If we were wrong about one site, what else have we missed? A new generation of researchers is asking forbidden questions, using new tools and interdisciplinary approaches. They follow the evidence, even when it leads to uncomfortable truths. The wall of skepticism is weakening. The evidence is speaking louder than ever. The story of our past is being rewritten before our eyes. We stand at a crossroads in our understanding of human history. The Amazon's secrets are just the beginning. Vast regions remain unexplored. What else lies hidden, waiting for discovery? Larger cities, complex structures, maybe even written records? Each new find could transform our sense of who we are and where we come from. The story of this lost civilization is a warning. Even the greatest achievements can be erased. We are a species with amnesia, piecing together fragments of a brilliant past. The unwritten chapter of human history is waiting to be found if we have the courage to look. The Amazon has given us a glimpse. Now it's up to us to seek the truth.